Hey everybody, it's Casey, the Rockstarflipper. Today is Tuesday. It is May 17th, 2016, of course, and special day for everybody out there that is just getting started, just beginning with reselling and buying and trying to work from home and becoming your own boss, your own entrepreneur. I'm going to do a special video for you guys today, how to get started, your first day on eBay, your first week, your first hours, and how you should prepare and how you should go about getting to it, making money. So basically, I broke it down into 10 steps with one bonus step that we'll get to at the end. And then step number 2 is a list of things that you're going to need, and I've got that list. I will switch the view here on my computer over the list on step number 2. So let's jump into the 10 steps that you need to take to get started on day 1, week 1, whatever you end up starting, and however long it takes you to get ready. So step number 1 is when you work at home, one of the most important things is you got to separate work from home. You got to have a spot in your home that is going to be your office. It's going to be your workspace. It's going to be where everything is sectioned off. You don't want to put all of your stuff on your kitchen table. You don't want it on your living room couch. People come over, you don't want them to see it. You don't want to have to live with that. You want to be able to go out and watch TV, eat dinner, and be separate from your work. So step 1 is to find an office. For us, when we began, it was a spare bedroom with a closet. The spare bedroom was set up with desks, computers where we could sit and work. We had a printer table where we would print all of our labels and put all of our tape guns and shipping material. And then our closet, our walk-in closet in that room, was our inventory storage and shipping supplies, envelopes and boxes and whatnot. The bottom, all of our inventory up at the top, and that was how we kept it all. As we grew, we went into the garage and added more inventory in the garage, and we grew from there. So get a separate spot, get it ready, prepare that spot, empty it out, get it exactly set up however you want it. Put a computer table, computer desk, whatever you need to do to set yourself up, a printer table, and get yourself all set. I can show you now. This is in our home now. We have a printer table. You probably see that. A lot of shipping supplies on it. We have another computer table where one of us can sit. We keep a TV in there for off times. And then we have a couple of computers, which is the one I'm recording on right now, set up. And behind me is a closet with a bunch of inventory. I have some things I'm working on here. So this is one at our home. Obviously, we have stuff at our office and at our garage as well. So we don't work, completely out of the house any longer. We used to, but now we've grown. So, but when you're first getting started, it should be enough. Step number 2 is supplies. Is to prep that room. Get everything you need in the room ready to work. And let me switch my view over here so that you guys can see the list that I'm talking about. There we go. And so I'll make it a little bit bigger for you guys, and you'll be able to see what I see. All right, so here we go. So this is a list of 15 things that you need to have in the office that I can think of. There may be more, there may be less, but number 1 is the computer. It's most important. You got to have a computer to work on. If we're going to work from home, we're going to work online, we're going to resell on eBay and Amazon, we're going to have a computer. We're going to have it set up and ready with that computer desk that we just talked about. Number 2 is the printer, which it's the only way you're going to print your labels, print your returns, print your packing slips, print your thank you letters, whatever it is you need to print. Got to have a printer. Make sure you've got toner and ink, whatever it is, at least a month or two's supply. I recommend getting it off Amazon or eBay. Much cheaper than buying it at the store. It's pretty much half price or better. Number 3 is the paper. You need paper first for your labels. I recommend the peel and stick. You can see here, you can buy them at Office Depot, Walmart. Again, off eBay and Amazon is the cheapest. You can also get them through FedEx, through the online website. Go on there and make an order for electronic peel and stick labels. So you may also need white paper if you plan on printing your thank you letters, or if you plan on printing packing slips or just anything else. Maybe a pack of plain white paper. It's like $3 at Walmart. Envelopes and boxes. So if you don't completely know what you want to sell just yet, this may not be so easy for you. Basically, if you're going to sell clothing, you want to get some poly mailers. If you're going to sell electronics, you'll want bubble envelopes. You kind of got to get an idea of what you want to sell before you stock up on envelopes and boxes. But once you have a good feel for it, you'll be able to buy all those supplies pretty quickly. The USPS is a good place to get priority boxes, padded flats, all that stuff you can order for free. So you might as well get them since they're free. Get them and have them in there in case you need them. The only things you should have to buy are your first class envelopes, your poly mailers for clothing, and boxes if you plan on shipping, fragile stuff or things that can't go in those flat rates or can't go in first class. Number 5 is a tape gun with some rolls of packing tape. Don't buy the ones at Target or Walmart. They're really, really cheap. Get the good Uline ones, and I'll show you guys what they look like. Give me just a second here. These come from Uline. You guys can see them. They are super good quality. I've never been able to break one of these. The Target and Walmart ones I probably broke like 5. So you can get these right off Uline's website, and they usually come with a few rolls of tape. So I recommend that tape gun. If you don't want to do that, you can go to Walmart, you can go to Target, you can get those, but I don't really recommend it. So tape gun, a few rolls of packing tape. Get at least 3 or 4 rolls, depending on how much how quickly you plan to start. Number 6 is your thank you cards. You can order them from a graphic designer, just like business cards. You can put thank you, please leave feedback. I'm sure you've ordered something on eBay and Amazon. You've probably seen them. If you don't want to spend them and you don't want to go that route just yet, you can print something up on Word or Paint, a thank you, and you can print that off on white paper and just, bang, 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 fold it in half, stick it in there. You can even go to the store and buy generic, like, dollar store thank you cards. You can buy, you spend $50 and buy like 500 of them. That's totally up to you how you want to go that route, but I recommend it. It means the world to people to get thank you cards. A camera. You got to have something to take photos with. If you're listing from an app, from your phone or iPad, you can use that as a camera. What we did was we got a spare phone because we didn't want to use our own phones and take up all that memory and not, have our phone in our pocket and not be able to list because somebody at home wants to list stuff and doesn't have a camera because your phone is with you at the grocery store. So we took a spare phone, a spare iPhone, no service on it, don't pay for service on it, just use it on the Wi-Fi to snap photos and list with it. We find that to be the fastest way to list. When you're taking the photos, you're going to need an overhead lamp. We recommend one like that, which you can probably see way over there. It's really good for taking photos. So good lighting is key for good photos, and good photos is key for good sales. So keep that in mind. Number 9, storage bins, shelves, racks, hangers. That's going to be number 9 right here. You got to have some way to store the inventory. If you're going to store the inventory with clothing, you're going to want, shelves, racks. Some people do it with bins. It just depends on what clothes you have, whether they're big, they're kids' clothes, they're full clothes, adult clothes. I use, the closet for a while, just hung up. It could hold 300-400 pieces. You can order hangers off of eBay for like $50 for like 1,000 of them. So however you want to store things, whether it's in a shelf or a bookshelf or storage bins or however you're going to do that, make sure you get those items. Number 10, bubble wrap. That's for your fragile items. If you're going to be shipping fragile items, if you're only going to do clothing, obviously you don't really need bubble wrap. Some people swear by clothing bags. I do not. That's up to you totally as well. Number 11, digital scale. You got to have that. Don't spend more than $20 on it, but you can get them all day on eBay. Bang, I think we paid $18 for this one. This is like a 25-pound scale. You really shouldn't need anything more than 25. Actually, this one's a 50-pound scale. Yeah, this one's a 50. So more than 50 pounds, you're probably doing something wrong. So simple, easy, weighs it, done. So about $20 for the scale. Cleaning and prep supplies. If you plan on selling anything on eBay, trust me, it means the world to clean it, wipe it down, wash it, whatever, before you ship it out. Before you list it, really, but at least before it goes out. If you're doing clothes, bang them all into a wash, one load of wash, dry them, stick them all in the inventory. Let's say you go one day and you list 50 pieces of clothes, bang those all into the washer, roll them out, you're done. Cleaning supplies, you're selling an iPod, you want to wipe down all the goo that's on it, all the sticky that's on the back, a couple sprays, whatever cleaning supplies you're going to need for the items that, are your items. Number 13 is chargers or accessories for testing electronic items. If you're going to be testing things, you're going to be, ensuring things work. If you need batteries, if you need chargers, if you need USB cables, whatever it is you are testing to make sure they are good, then make sure you have those. Number 14 is a notepad, notebook, or dry erase board for to-do lists. I don't mean the notepad that is on your smartphone. I mean a dry erase board that you can hang up in the office. I mean a notepad with a to-do list on it that you keep at your computer in your office. If you're going to do work in the office, you want the to-do list where you're going to do the work. If it's on your phone, you leave your phone charging in the bedroom, you're now in the computer room working in the office, you don't have your to-do list, it never gets done. Put it where you can see it and you'll get it done. Trust me, trust me, trust me. I cannot stress this enough. To-do list. Dry erase boards are best if you hang them on the wall. If you got to get a notepad, put it right on your keyboard, right on top of your mouse. Whatever you got to do to get it done. Last is your normal office supplies. Pens, papers, Sharpies, highlighters, paper clips, box knives, anything that you might use in a normal office situation on a daily basis. Stock up on those. A lot of people ask me, what should I spend on all this stuff to prepare? Assuming you already have the expensive items like a camera phone, or computer, no more than about $200. I would say between a dry erase board, a scale, some bubble wrap, some envelopes, thank you cards, tape gun, label paper, envelopes and boxes. Even if you have to buy a printer you can get a nice laser printer for about $150. So if you have to buy the printer, maybe $300. If you don't have to buy the printer, $150 to $200 total out of your pocket for everything to stock your office. You can go fancy. You can buy ridiculous storage things you can spend hundreds of dollars on, but to get into what you're doing, $200 to $300 should do it. As long as you have the expensive items, the computer and everything. So that's step number 2, is to stock up for what your office needs to prepare. And guys, I'm sorry this video is going to be pretty long, but it's very important to help. I get a lot of questions from beginners about what they need to do to start, how they start, what day one looks like, and how to begin. So I'm trying to help them out. If you're an advanced person, this is something you can roll through, and I understand, but I'll get an advanced video out for you guys later. Number 3 to prepare is to get your capital, your purchasing power. What does that mean? It means money. How much money do you have? Have you put $1,000? Have you put $1,500? Have you put $2,500 away? Whatever it is, go get a separate bank account, slide it to the side, and if you haven't already registered a business or registered a name, I have another video on that you can check out. But get that bank account and that capital, that money, whatever you're going to do with it, put somewhere separate of everything else. That is your business operating money. It has to be separate. So that's number 3, your capital. And I'm going to go ahead and change views back to me because you won't need to see that for a little while. So there I am. And what's up, guys? And yeah, so get your capital separate. That's your money. Number 4, go on your computer and make sure you have eBay and Amazon and PayPal and whatever you need bookmarked on your internet site. Make sure the accounts are set up. If you haven't already set up the accounts, make sure you do that. It's very easy to set up an eBay, a PayPal, and an Amazon account and link them all together, the PayPal to the eBay and the Amazon to your bank account. If you need help setting that up, leave me some comments, leave me some questions. I'll be happy to help you guys. That's step number 4. Step number 5 is to get the accounts on the PayPal and the eBay, get familiar with them and get them to your liking. Learn how to use them, teach yourself, watch YouTube videos, learn how to list, and get them set up on your phone as well. If you intend on using your phone or your iPad, get them set up on your mobile devices. So once you get all that set up, you're ready to go. Number 6 is we're going to plot our route of purchasing. We're going to decide, are you going to buy from pawn shops? Are you going to buy from yard sales, thrift stores, Goodwill stores, the outlet bins? Where are you going to buy from? We're going to plot your first 5 to 7 days. Each day you're going to lay out what stores you're going to go to and what areas and how much time you intend on spending at each. Now, you don't have to hold yourself to the time, but try to keep it, if you want to go to the bin store for 3 or 4 hours and then you're going to go to 4 thrift stores that are going to take you 30 minutes each, plus driving, make sure you have enough time to get everywhere that you want to go. It's so depressing to have to go out and not be able to get everywhere that you want to go, especially if you drive 30 or 40 minutes and then you have to come all the way home and you didn't make it to everything. So plan your route, make sure you know where you're going, make sure you know how much time you have, and stick to it. Keep on a time schedule. Get up early, get out early, get on your way. Make sure that the night before you've got everything prepped, you've got your money, you've got any shipping done that you need to get done the night before. So that way when you wake up in the morning, you have minimal amount of things you have to do. You can get out the door and you can get to buying. Buying is the most important thing. Number 8, you've got all your items. You went out, you purchased them, now you brought them all home. Now what? Well, we're going to go through the items. We're going to clean them all up. Like I said, if you bought clothing, bang them right into the washer. If you bought stuffed animals, get them cleaned up. If you bought electronics, wipe them down, test them, erase them, get everything prepared. Get it all prepped. All your items you don't want to list, because it's when you're prepping them and cleaning them that you find defaults or things wrong with them that you didn't see at the store. So then you may have to toss a couple items, or you might have to clean them up, and you want to make sure they're clean and ready before you take the photos. So step number 8, I'm sorry, is to clean up and prep your items. Step number 9 is to photograph the items. Once they're clean and prepped, now we can photograph our items. We can get all the pictures done. Don't take a picture and list an item. Take a picture and list an item. Take all your pictures at once. Then upload them to your computer or to your phone where they're at if you took the picture on your phone. Get them all edited. Get them all turned the right way. Get them all ready to go. Number 9B is, after they're photographed, is to list the items. That means going in, creating your listing, uploading your photos, making a good title, a good description, a good body, putting your price in, putting all your parameters in, your PayPal email, your one-day handling, your 30-day return period, all that good stuff. And then number 10, you've sold an item, is to print your label and pack it up and ship it. That's number 10. Make sure you put your thank you notes or thank you cards in there. So let's go through 1 through 10 again. Number 1 is to find an office spot and a place you're going to work out of. Number 2 is to buy all the supplies and materials you need to stock that office. Number 3 is to prep your capital and money with a bank account or a place that your money is going to be ready to be used to purchase. Number 4 is set your computer up with the eBay and Amazon bookmarks for the websites. Get all of those accounts up and going. Number 5 is to get the apps on your phone so that you can use them to price things out in the field and to list with if that's what you intend to do. Number 6 is plot your purchase route, buying route, whatever you want to call it, the places you're going to go to get your merchandise. Number 7 is to actually go out and purchase all these pieces of merchandise. Number 8, bring the items home and clean them up and prep them. Number 9 is photograph and sell the items, photograph and list them. And number 10 is to finally pack them with thank you cards and ship them out to your customers. That is the first 10 things you have to do. Number 11, which is the one nobody likes to do, but after all this work is done, we have to account. We have to do accounting work, whether you're going to do it on QuickBooks or on Microsoft Office. You're going to use an Excel spreadsheet. You're going to use a manual written book. Whatever it is you're going to do, every item that you've bought has to go in a buy column, and every item that you've sold has to go in a sell column. And any of these items that you've bought that are expenses, like your supplies or your ink or your toner or your bubble wrap or your tolls or your gas money, has to go in an expense column. It's called accounting, and you're a business owner. Now you have to account for what you've done. Just like when you're a kid and you have to account for your actions, as adults we have to account for our actions as well, and we have to make sure we keep track of everything. I have a couple good videos on accounting. If you want to check them out, go to my videos tab and you'll find them, and I'll put some links down in the description. So that is a basic outline of how to start your eBay or online Amazon eBay selling career, your first 5 to 7 days. You should be able to get an office ready, get your supplies, and get yourself up and running in a day or two. And within the first few days, go out and start buying, get it back, and get it listed, and start selling your first item within days of getting up and running. If you guys have any questions or anything you think I missed or should have added, please, as always, put it down in the comments. I'm sorry that this is a super long video, but I really want people that are getting started to have a really good idea of what it takes to run a business, an online resale business, every day from your home. So that's what I have for you guys today. I'll have more purchase videos and items that I've bought later this week. And as always, my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook are up and running daily, and we put some really good pictures of some really good items that we buy on Instagram. So you guys can please follow us on Instagram. It's Rockstarflipper, just like the Twitter account, just like the YouTube account, and just like Facebook.com/Rockstarflipper. Just by following our Instagram account, you can get some really good ideas of some items to buy. I put a ton of items on there, so check it out every day. And anything else that I missed, please let me know. Thanks as always for watching, guys. Thanks for all the new subscribers. We've gotten well over 100 new subscribers this month in the first 2 weeks. And I appreciate everybody's support, everybody's kind words. The comments you guys keep throwing in are awesome to read at night, and I love responding to you guys. So if you have something you want to say, please leave it down there, and I will reply every single night. Have a great week, guys. Make some money, and I will see you again.